Welcome back to Lesscashmoremash. My name's Tom.
And I'm Mike.
And today, Sunday Funday. So what are we doing today for Sunday Funday? This was slightly a recommendation from Todd Weller, 1852. Thank you for the suggestion, Todd. I kind of tweaked it a little bit because he said put the... We'll get right into it, but thank you for suggestion, and hopefully you enjoy my tweaks. But he wanted to see the Holladay Suffred Rickhouse proof.
That wasn't too many words, huh?
That was a lot of words. It didn't come out good either. So we got it. It's 120.1 proof. We got it for $76.99. He wanted it to see up against Weller 12, which was only a 90 proofer. So I put it against Weller Full Proof, which comes in at 114 proof. We got this for $59.99. Remember when you could get a Weller for $59.99? Nah, and you're not going to see it for that price. So he also said put it up against makers. So the biggest makers we have is a Cask strength that we have is 110.8 proof. We got it for $59.99. And I picked the Larceny A124, which is 124.4 proof. 24.2 proof. We got it for $64.99 because I don't have the B, so we can't put it up against that one. But
that's not out yet either.
It's out. It's just not in Massachusetts. Or Rhode Island or Connecticut or any of the ones we usually go to. So I figured we'd do better than we did. So that's what it boils down to. So we're going to see how this actually does in a blind. It should be a very good day. So there's a bunch of them I haven't had in a long time, but I'm kind of excited. So normal mash mix-up rules.
Two.
Mike pours them. I'm out of the room. He leaves the room. I mix them up. We will be drinking the same thing at the same time. You'll know what we're drinking because I run the rolls. So let's get right into glass number one. That was a very lengthy... Yeah, I do believe this is going to be 4 very good bottles.
His nose is very good.
It is.
I don't think I've had either one of these two, 1 and 2.
I haven't either.
We just did the Holladay Semi, and we just kind of did that a month ago or whatever.
Yeah.
But
this is very good, whatever
it is that.
Mm. When he suggested, I was looking to see if we had a weeder that was higher in proof than this one. I was like, well, screw that. That's just delicious anyways. I'm going to go with it.
It is good.
I'm good. For whatever
reason, I thought the Weller was a 120, but it's a 114.
It's 114, and that's the highest we have because Antique's like 107. No, and Weller, I did like his Weller 12 because I would love to have Weller 12 again. I haven't had it in a dog's age, but it was only 90 proof. And I thought it was going to stick out a lot. So
I can't say I'm upset with one.
Oh, it's very good.
I just hear the chitter chatter.
You hear him eating his dog food? Yeah.
That's all. Struck me funny.
That's a good start.
It's a very good start.
I don't know if I'll be able to pick out what it is. I just know that I will be, I'll know which one's the best by the time we're done, stuff like that. But I don't know if I'll be able to guess. Well, we'll have to see.
His nose is pretty good, too.
Again, I can't imagine any of these are going to be bad in any way.
No, but I thought, obviously, I've always put Weller like the best nose kind of right off the bat, and this is not far off of number 1. So
I can honestly say for the longest time, I didn't touch that Weller at all since we cracked it.
I have one
because I know why we weren't going to be able to, and then we scored one, so I know we have a backup now. But I still don't go to it. But because it's just
if people come over, that's what they go to first. Like right. You know what I mean? Because they know the name and such. And I'm like, whatever. I don't have another one. But typically, guests drink it more than I do.
Well, you know because of my regret episodes that go out there. I don't know. I think I like that one just a little bit more.
It might be a little proofier.
I think so.
It's pretty damn tasty though.
The funny part is I think we're 2 for 2 for bottles right now. But that was my personal guess on that.
I almost was leaning towards the Well at the start.
Yeah.
And then
I think it was this one. I thought I'll see on the way back.
What was proofier? 114. What was this?
110.
Yeah, you could be right.
Yeah. I just for some reason
because both noses usually both of them jump out.
For some reason, I think we might be right there on them, but we're
that'd be another
3. This nose is weak compared to the last 2, just for the record.
No, it's more ethanol, really.
Yeah, it's not coming out with as much flavor as the other 2 did.
Yeah, well, and ethanol hits first right off the bat.
More nut forward too. Getting a lot more nut on this one. like a peanut.
There is a nut.
Yeah, again, especially on the finish. It really finished with a peanut. Normally I say, no, that would be oak, but this is really peanut finish on this one.
It's like a nut with a little oak finish.
Right.
I'm thinking we might have the other bottles reversed.
That's where I was going with that one, just on the top of my head. The hard part is where do I put this? Because this is actually very good.
It is good, but I almost kind of like the ease of the first two, and two might be a little bit better than one.
Funny you should say that, because in my head, I think I'm getting old, because lately when like Steve comes over and we try some of the other ones, because that's when I usually drink the good ones. It's like someone comes over, we sit down, and I let company drink. I'm going to slide this one back. I'm going to kind of put it between, like, I think I liked it a little bit more than one, but a little bit less than two, but we'll see on the way back. But
I'm a tweener.
Long story short, I found, like, I prefer, like, the 105 to 115 lane now, instead of the 130 lane, you know what I mean, where we used to always think it was the best.
If I'm chilling, I'm having one for the night, and I'm just want to relax.
Yeah, you're 155 proof. Then you get.
I don't have a 155 proof, but that would probably be banned at my house anyway. Right. But no, I usually.
I'd love to try Coy Hill if we could ever get down there to.
There's like no nose in this one either. Wow, you gotta work for that.
I forgot to say though, as little as the nose was, the palate was way better.
No, it was. Yeah. And right now with the nose, this one's going back, but I kind of already said that. But.
Yeah, that at first glance, I think that's where our bottles might lie. That was going to be my guess. Now it's going to be a thing. This one though, I really think it's this one, and the reason I went for that one is because man, this finish hangs on for days. Whatever this is, it seemed to have a better finish than what 3 did. Even though 3 I think was proofier, this one I think held on bigger.
3 is definitely proofier.
Yep.
This one has a little tweak in the flavor as well. Mm-hmm. But I'm not sure if it's overwhelming me over 3. I'd probably put those as a tie or close.
They're right next door. Yeah, I'm going to see how it comes off of each other.
And I still I'm leaning towards 2 as...
There's going to be some knick-knacking going on. Don't you get it? Yeah, it's going to be a long one, because these are actually 4 really good bottles. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a break. We're going to cleanse our palate. We'll be back in 1 second. So we are back. We're going to start on the right, work our way left.
The nose started coming in.
No, they always come in better on the second time around.
Yeah, but it was pretty.
It was minimal.
It was pretty docile. I'll use a fucking Wagner word, but it was pretty.
These two started out hard. That's why they came out hard. On these two. So.
This is mostly caramelized.
Mm-hmm. I went too big on the sip there. I just want that stated for the record. There's gonna be knick-knacking going on.
I don't know if that's a possibility, but
God, that is good. It is when you know you have to drink it up against other stuff. Well, that's the only reason why I caught myself mid-drink.
It is. It holds on.
It does. This has a great finish.
This one definitely hangs on with a good flavor.
Mm-hmm. And it's not hanging on with the proof. It's 100% all flavor on that. That's what made me think it's the soft red wheat, because I remember that being the case with that one.
I don't think we were too far off in our little thoughts this time. I didn't write them down.
There is some crazy legs going on with this one too. So, all right. So that's glass number 4. That's my front runner right now.
Come through too.
What's funny is on the palate coming left to right, I was 100% peanuts, but I don't get it on the nose.
No,
I get a nice caramel on the nose. I'm not getting the peanuts.
No,
you get like it's almost the muddle of the brown sugar vanilla flavor. You know what I mean? But there's that peanut on the taste, though. I absolutely love the peanut on the taste. I'm not gonna lie. I do like that a lot.
And you're drinking something here.
That mellowed out a little bit, though. Like
it still seems hotter than
before. I agree, but I think it was almost aggressive on the way here. But to me, coming off of 3, I mean, coming off a 4, excuse me, it actually just it drank a little softer to me.
Well, I'm not
Not softer than what 4 is, just softer than what it did on the way here. That's all I'm saying. Like it drank almost aggressive.
I'm not angry with it. I'm just saying it's
me and him can be friends.
It's just a little hotter than 4 on a taste.
I agree with all of that. It just didn't drink as hot as on this way, coming from left to right to me.
Maybe it didn't hit me. I did say it was hotter anyway, but. But now the problem is, do I like the initial blast of where it hits you a little harder, or do I like the lingering flavor? Yeah. They both have pretty lingering flavor.
They really do, but this one lingers with a proof. This one lingers with a taste, and that's where I'm going to have a hard time with that. Which one do I like better? But I'm not
disappointed with either trick.
Absolutely love both. I 100% agree with you.
I'm pretty close there on that.
Nope. I'm doing it. These two are definitely going to have to go back and back. You're back and forth a little bit on there. But I'm interested to see what this one does. I liked 3 a lot more on the way back than I did on the way there. Let's put it that way. I thought it was going to stand out.
It held its own.
Mm-hmm. I'm doing my best not to talk over them, by the way.
So in your defense, you do 90% of the talking. So when I want to talk, I have to like spurt out something to slow you down, and then I do not take offense. I do not. But he does when he gets comments. So it's funny as a bastard when I see it 2 days or 3 days later, and he's like, I know he's in here going.
I wasn't going to comment. I wasn't, but I couldn't. I can't control myself. You know me. I do appreciate the comments, and I honestly try to not. Oh. But in my defense, I think you talk over me more, but I'm just louder. So we.
Well, you don't stop.
I don't stop. You're right.
So I have to go something to get going. But I know when he's seen that, his gasket's going. So I thought it was funny.
But in my
we don't need more comments.
No, it doesn't matter. It doesn't fire me up that much. It just I just drank a lot. That's that.
This is a very fruity nose.
No, this is definitely bringing me to the Weller. This is definitely a fruity butterscotch. It's very good. Mm-hmm. No, I just try to fill air. I don't want it to be dead.
No. So you get an A+ on that. So I take no offense on.
And that if anyone truly knows me, I am animated in life, and I get passionate about certain things. I can't stop talking. I can literally talk a rock to sleep. That's just the way, it's just me. It is.
He can pretty well talk to a leaf fluttering in the wind over there somewhere and be happy. Tell him who you're talking to.
Yeah. That is 100% Weller. That is way better than I remember.
Easy, though.
It is soft as a kitten. But it has got that nice fruity butterscotch. Normally these don't fare well.
I was going to say you don't like this.
I don't, but
I'm pretty happy with that.
I think it's because it's the proof. I think it's because normally the Wellers are so easy, but they're not on a higher proof. I think it's the proof is actually making the flavor last longer.
I'm sure it is.
I got a 3-way tie for first. I'm in trouble because that holds its own.
I kind of like that only because of the ease of that.
Yeah,
and. Again, we could be totally off on our bottles. We're merely
no. I agree, but to me, that I expected that to fall off, and it certainly didn't. Coming off of whatever 3 is, it held its own.
I did not expect it to fall off because I did enjoy that when I had one, and I still have partial.
Right. This is still an impeccable nose, though. This is a nice nose.
It is a delicious nose.
And I got to be honest with you, when that last one came out in the blind recently, you can go back and watch it. I'm shocked that it was even a Makers because it didn't have a nose like this. This screams Makers to me.
It didn't. That was like a wood finish one. Yeah. So it was a whole. It had a tweak to that a little bit, and it did stand out to what we had it with. So.
It brought you on the edge of funk, where this brings you right to your happy place. Like that's just good. Whatever one is just good.
No, it's 1 and 2 are.
These are 4 banging balls.
Are smoother than.
Yep.
Definitely smoother than 3, but 4 is pretty smooth.
I gotta be honest with you. If I was grading any of these, it'd be A. Every one of them. These are all phenomenal. These are all very good. Like, there's nobody that's fallen off.
No, they're not falling off. And if there's anything, only because of the extra harshness, I might have given 3 an A-. But
I might pick it as my best. I can't.
But no,
I know what you're saying. But even with that harshness, I think I
like that.
I think I love it. That's what I'm saying.
Most of the time, I do like that. So it's just that it stands out a little more today.
We're going to try to make this not a 50-minute video, so we're going to have to pause for a second. To be 1 second for you. We got a lot of A and B to do to try to figure out what we like.
Since we almost have a straight line.
Yeah, that's it. So we'll be back in a minute. So we are back, and easily, this is the hardest one we've ever done.
This is probably the longest one we've done.
Hands down. We had to put the AC back on. It was so bad. So if I didn't edit it correctly, you're going to hear the AC. So there it goes. But we do not agree on this one. But these are 4. There's not a loser on this table. No, if you can get any of these at MSRP, these are 100% buy, every single one of them.
Close but unique still.
100%. I agree. And we like them. They all have so much flavor. Mm-hmm. I came down to, like, who brought me the best finish. That's where I came to.
1 or 2 probably had the best nose.
Right. And flavor profile, baby. Mm-hmm. But the finish on 3 and 4 were spectacular, and that's where it brought it for me. So, all right, we guessed this: Makers, Weller, Larceny, and Holladay. But it doesn't matter what we guessed.
Correct.
We're gonna see what they actually are.
And that really didn't change.
No, because we guessed that in the beginning, but it didn't matter. I mean, Correct. The bottles are so. We're gonna go according to Mike's thing, and I'll try to decipher in English what I actually came up with. So it's probably not going to happen. No. I mean, like, for me, like, because I
got the zing.
I also have been drinking. Don't tell anyone, but I have been drinking. So, all right, this was a tough one. We none of us have either one of them. So, your last place was my second place, correct? So it was glass number 3, and it's what you put in glass number 4.
Larceny.
So it was the Larceny, okay. And again, that just brought a ton of nut flavor and
spice.
And it was
sparkle spice.
Right. It was the proofiest.
It did,
but it wasn't offensive in any way. I absolutely loved it. But so
it just didn't blend today with these as well. To me.
No, again, everybody's different. So whoever you align with, that's the way it is.
Yeah, I would have.
Yeah, right. No, they're all. These are 4 good bottles, hands
Terrific.
down. So your third place was glass number 1, which was my last place, and that's what you put in glass number 3.
Wow, it's Makers.
That's what we thought it was. All right, so and again, that was I got a nice maraschino cherry at the end of that. That is absolutely a delicious. This was a hard one for me because I liked all 4, and I would have put 4-way for tie if I was
forever.
Just
you did. I'm like, which 2 are you challenging? We've probably been 50 minutes.
It's been a long time that we've been sitting off camera because these are 4 delicious bottles. And you know what? Honestly, this drinks more to my profile because it's at the proof. It's just delicious. So I had a hard time with this one because these are 4 good bottles for me. So
terrific.
Your second place bottle was glass number 2, and it's what I put as my third place bottle. And it's what you put, so it was glass number 2, so that's what you placed in glass number 1.
Weller.
So that was Weller. And again, this one, I haven't had Weller full proof in a dog's age, and this one just brings so much flavor, but I almost put one above it because I like the complexity of it, but man, at this proof, it just really is, it's a consistent flavor throughout.
That nose...
It's crazy.
Honestly, right off the bat, is if you can get a Weller, that knows, even side by side with the Makers, I mean, we knew kind of where we were, and it was...
they are 4 distinct bottles. No, they actually 100%. Stand out. The one thing with the Weller...
and then good luck to you.
Yeah, the one thing with the Weller is it's soft as a kitten. It drinks super sophisticated. I know,
it's 114, it still drinks nice.
Yeah, soft as a kitten. So it really does.
It almost made me say that's a really great pick, but
but both of us picked.
The numbness came in, and after linger flavor came in on
on the Larceny, for sure. Both of us picked glass number 4, which was what you put in glass number 2, which would be Holladay. So today's actually winner, and this is 100%. This thing lasts for days in your mouth, and it's all flavor. It's not like this comes in. This is a close second
it's
for
hot.
Proof, but it comes in hot.
Does.
This just gives you a blast of flavor that just stays in your mouth.
And the Orgeol like numbness type deal where it sticks around, and then you keep getting that flavor.
It just stays. It stays for days.
This isn't far behind.
No, these are 4 great bottles. And again, I mean, this is crazy, outrageous prices on secondary and all that stuff. I wouldn't recommend that for anybody.
Well, what we got it for is great.
No, right. That's an absolute steal, and we've never seen it again. In fact, we have a second bottle that's a little bit more, but you're not going to find it. This is hard to find. All of these, any of these are a buy. And even this one, we got it for $76.99.
It's not here either, though.
It's not. We had to have it shipped in from Oklahoma. If you can get it, 100% a buy. It did win today's battle today.
No, I don't even think the Cask strength's around.
Unfortunately, Massachusetts and makers are not in agreement.
No.
But this sits on 90% of shelves. So you leave a comment down below if you guys can get makers all day long, because this is a banging
get
bottle.
regular makers and 46.
You can't get Makers Cask or the 46.
No.
Like the new Billy's blend. I've never seen it up
but
here.
But regular 46, the regular one. Yeah. That's it. And again, 101.
I don't know why.
That's all we can get up here.
Whatever reason, they don't like mass. But this is a long video. So,
okay.
Again, thank you for your suggestion. I'm going to give you a shout out again. Todd Weller, 1852. I hope you enjoyed my tweak, because I know you wanted a couple of them. But you know what? This held its own at a lower proof anyway. So, that being said, that's Sunday Funday. If you have a future Sunday Funday, leave a comment down below. We'll try to make it shorter than this one, because I know this is going to be a long one. So, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Spend less. Drink more. Cheers.
Cheers.